Hello. Good. Yeah.
All right,
Do you remember when
switching
Twitch
over.
was Justin TV?
No, that's before my Twitch time, to be honest.
I didn't. I wasn't really much into it, but I was since I followed the StarCraft 2 scene.
Mm-hmm.
It was they were people. There was a couple people streaming StarCraft 2 tournaments and stuff on Justin TV
Justin TV.
before it changed to Twitch. Yeah.
Oh no, I did not know that. I assume this is well before they got bought out by uh, Amazon.
Yeah, way before that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Uh,
All right, let's see. I'm going to.
oh shit! Go ahead
I've
and
already
share
put out
this.
a public announcement. If you wanted to share, you're welcome to.
Yeah, just
We're
shared
going
it right now.
to. What else are we going to do? Oh, streaming platforms which went under or out of business. Quibi. Oh, I remember that. There's
I think it
advertisements for that.
was it Quibi? It might have been Quibi.
Crowdmix, Groove Sharp, Quibi, Turnable, Radar Radio, Machinima,
Machinima had a streaming service?
Popcorn Time, Mixer's the one. That's the one I'm
Yeah,
thinking of.
Mixer.
That's the one I
Yeah,
got a lot of. I was like, I know the name. I just don't remember.
Mixer. Yeah, that sounds right. And I think Quibi was trying to do more like scripted content, like
Yeah.
short scripted content. I think was their thing. That also failed
They're
horribly
basically
too.
trying
But
to be Vine
yeah,
or TikTok, I guess.
like it was like a combination of Vine and Netflix.
Yeah,
What they were trying to be.
yeah. Apparently, they spent a shit ton of money and did not get the return on investment because it all went under.
Yep.
I don't know how you do that. How like I get you go through rounds of investing, you make your pitch, you say this is how much market share, this is our projections. But it's crazy to me that you're like, yeah, I'm an investor. I'll gamble this many tens of millions of dollars on this thing that's going to explode. And it's not very many things make it. Most
Yeah.
things do explode.
I mean, you're trying to find the next big thing, I guess, but
Mm-hmm.
it's hard to know what it's going to be.
Right. Yeah. And you're spending a lot of money to do it. That's the
Yeah.
spooky bit. That part.
I mean,
Oh, man.
yeah, it's easy to have confirmation bias and be like, ah, it seemed obvious that it wasn't going to work out, but
Right. But you can't possibly know that.
no.
It's just um, copyright free. I want to try some copyright free music. Co- So YouTube's auto system way more strict. Like Twitch, you can just do whatever. Still,
Hmm. Like what you can stream on YouTube is more restrictive.
oh, by a
Version.
lot, and it's
Interesting.
because they have their auto detect system.
Mm.
Um, and their auto detect system like will pick up music and such right
Oh,
away.
okay, yeah, yeah.
And that's why you see people
Um,
like sometimes try to like change it up and put it out there.
yeah. That actually makes sense though, because YouTube's been around longer and they've
Mhm.
been dealing with.
Yeah, they're
Uh,
very much ahead of the game in that specific aspect.
yeah. Well, it's because they've been having to fight with people for on copyright stuff for like years now.
Yeah, exactly. But I think that if you have that system in place, you can easily sell to advertisers and kind of command more money.
Yeah. I mean, did you hear about the whole thing with was it Universal Music and TikTok? They took all their music off of it.
I heard, yeah.
Pretty interesting.
That is wild.
Yeah. I
Uh,
feel like that hurts both companies, but
yeah, right. I don't know how that. Well, a lot of those big IP holders, I think, what they understand that the money is in starting their own service. Like they make much better margin, I assume, by doing that. Like much better money for
yeah,
what they own, as opposed to like giving it out for way less.
sure. I mean, I think the actually who gets hurt is the artists and the creators on TikTok
Oh, always. They already get
because
paid almost nothing on TikTok.
yeah,
It's crazy. They don't get
because
like 10 million views and be like, oh yeah, here's a check for like $100.
oh yeah. TikTok is horrible for like the AdSense or whatever. It's
Mm-hmm.
not good. The ratio is bad.
Terrible. Absolutely terrible.
Um, but I think I've read some stuff about how TikTok's been very good for the music industry in general, like in promoting certain songs and stuff. So
Yeah, it creates trends. It is a lot of where culture is currently made
yeah,
for music. It's interesting in that way. I get like students who come in, like music students, and
uh-huh.
they're rocking something from way back. I'm like, oh, that's you know about this because of some trend or another. That's like the reasoning.
Cool.
Like they're really into grunge. I'm like, oh yeah.
Do any of them want to like play popular like some sound on TikTok that's popular? Like they want to learn to play that?
Yeah, all the time. But it's almost not. It's usually not sounds. It's actually like songs or music they hear,
Hmm.
or covers that they've seen, that sort of thing.
Sure, you know.
You know. All
That's
right.
kind of what I meant.
All right. Chat. Today, we are going to be going over a number of videos, however many we happen to go through in the time that we have, advertising the SCA and or Penzik. We'll make those kind of the parameters, SCA or Penzik. And the way we're going to rate them, we're going to do like our first tier list proper. Congratulations. Good job, John. This is your first tier list, I assume.
Yeah.
It certainly is mine. Out in the public sphere. And the goal is to find the video that is the best video to send to recruit somebody who is a non-Scadian. That's the goal. We're going to filter it by that. That is the parameter. I would assert it automatically kills the ones that are like 40 minutes. Nobody's watching a 40-minute video. I know that. You know that. 10 minutes on the long side. If you want a hook, it's going to be short and sweet. So we'll find out. So we're going to watch these videos together and put them onto a tier list. I don't have a tier list maker pulled up, but what I can do is pull up like a Google Docs or something, and we'll go from there.
Sounds good.
Let me go ahead and share my screen to you, John. Let's see, sharing screen. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Perfect. How have you been? I feel like I haven't caught up with you in a couple weeks since I haven't seen you in a couple weeks.
Yeah, I've been good. Went to a big melee practice for heavy last weekend. They're kind of getting ready for Gulf Wars here.
Oh, nice. Was that hosted by the Kingdom or by an
it was kind of it was actually kind of like attached to, like, there was a Candlemas, which is like more of an ANS focused event, but a lot of people come in town for it, so they did like a regional practice afterwards. It was pretty common. We do that every year usually.
Okay.
So it's pretty good.
Yeah, that's dope. All right, I'm just going to use a Google Drive doc for right now. We're going to call this best video to send to a non-Scadian to should we do the traditional S, A,
I guess, yeah.
and down?
Sure, why not?
B, C, D, E. And basically what we'll do is you and I will argue about it. Chat, if you want to add your input, please do. And we'll just come to a consensus over the video. Go ahead, turn down the music.
Yeah, it'll be fun. Hopefully we disagree.
I say what we do is you send me one, and then I pick one, and we'll just go back and forth in that manner.
Oh, sounds good. Yeah.
So I will start with, I think I've watched this one, and I like it. But it is very long.
You were just saying how that wasn't good.
We're rating them. Let's rewatch this one. I don't know if I've watched this.
With Nurtec ODT, I can treat a migraine when it strikes and prevent
Advertisements. All right.
Not paying for YouTube Premium.
Greetings, adventurers, and welcome to Skill Tree, where we learn how to do
just about everything.
So we are fresh off of a really interesting trip. It was a trip, I'll tell you what. So the place we're talking about is it's in Pennsylvania, yeah?
Yeah, it's like the Pennsylvania-Ohio border.
Yep, and it is called Pensic. It's actually a huge event that's held by the SCA, which is the Society for Creative Anachronism.
You got that.
Right? I got there. There's a lot of... We're doing one of these. So some kind of leadway on how we got there. Where first of all...
I'm going to look at all the hills here.
Massive.
Yep.
Okay, let me set the scene for you when she says massive, right? So we're driving. It's been a 9-hour drive because we're coming from Massachusetts. So we're driving down the highway, and all of a sudden there's a break in the trees, and there is just
for miles.
These two, like the people talking, or people living?
Literal
No, I've never heard of them.
miles.
Yeah, it is
thousands
amazing.
of tents, and you can't even see all of them because half of them are in the trees.
Every year, a whole
makes me miss
city
Pensic.
of tents.
I know.
So
this
just
whole
pops
thing's
up.
just going to
So
make
their
me want to be
typical
at Pensic and be at war.
Is in
And
the
Gulf Wars,
Yeah.
so we're good.
thousands.
We're good.
This
Good,
was the
yeah.
first event that they've had since COVID happened.
Set up. It was looking real kind of ugly there. And this completely different camp
What year is
behind
this
us, 'cause
from?
you can stay in encampments where there's a
post-COVID.
large group of people.
You
So
should worry about
probably
this area in the ground.
2020.
As a
Three or
There's a lake, and then
two?
the area around that is called the bog, and it's shaded, and there's a bunch of camps just like in between the trees, sometimes hanging.
Trees?
In the trees.
I like
There were
that.
some
That's
were
cute.
still boys.
That is cute.
Yeah, generations of people who just party.
So one of
Well, there's
I mean,
one
that
point
is
time
true.
where I felt unsafe.
I'm talking about boggin.
Risky, but they were awesome.
but yeah, like we looped around their territory a bunch of times, and every time we're like,
As somebody who's standing guard, because people actually stand guard at their camps. Like, there are certain places I saw people who just were guarding their camps or whatever. And
he was just standing at the gate, just like
watching us go by. I waved. And
Camp
he
by
just goes,
Camping does that.
I'm like, all right. We're just eyes ahead.
don't look at
Don't look at the man. We wanted to get good footage for you of the camp, of the whole place if we could. We went on one of the earliest shifts
like
that there was
5
sunlight.
a.m., which means we had to get up at 4 a.m. so we could shower and then be there.
But it was just us. So we're driving by the center of it. You have this merchant's quarter, which is bumped into, was a front of it or whatever.
Got a door that slides open. It's got storage at the bottom, and then at the place for when it came to their crafts and making
Really
things
cool.
look cool.
I know where that is.
Awesome.
Yeah. I want to get into as well, just make sure we cover
Yeah,
it.
I think
because
I do
know it's
too.
going to be a long video, but
Show
people-
up and they're massive.
And you're like, what happened to you? You're just huge. And then they don't play with how they hit each other. Like, they beat the
I don't
hell
think
out
anyone
of
because
knows
they're
you.
wearing so much
It is
armor. Like they don't have, I don't
crazy.
think. And I was watching it, and one person kind of gets like pushed off the field. And
Can you
he's
tell
done
what year
out.
this
So
is
he
by the
stands
fighting?
there, and he's just staring straight
Oh,
ahead.
I think this
not
is like
moving,
the
not
deed of arms
reacting,
thing
still
they do.
in
I've never
full
done it.
armor. And he just goes,
Blew
and
out.
it turns
You have to
out
have like a
that
very
he was the
specific
king.
period kit for that.
It was this big
got it,
banquet
got it.
auction.
It's a
That's what
period.
we did. And honestly,
Yeah, it's like
it
a very
never
high
felt like
persona
there was,
kind
like,
of thing.
a
Yeah.
The people who do
just
it like
to
it, but
absorb it.
oh, that's Will
And then
Death, I
once
think.
you
Yeah.
In the
have
light.
that
Yeah, oh
experience,
yeah, 100%
then
is
you,
Will Death.
like, there's so
Yeah.
many things. Like
Oh yeah, go into
Unmistakable.
it with an open mind and go into it specifically to have an adventure.
Yeah, 'cause especially the first time, go in.
All right. So we've run through this one. This is 44 minutes. That's a long honkin' video. I think the quality of the video is very good. They get into detail from a outsider perspective as opposed to from an insider perspective, which is kind of cool. It's good and bad because I usually am hanging out with people who are already Skadians in that context. But it is way too long. That's not going to recruit anybody.
I think it's too long and it's too much talking and not enough. Like the video, the clip, the footage they have is very good,
Yeah.
but they're not really interacting with the footage. It's just kind of playing B-roll.
Right. Just like the show. Oh, this is what happened here. This is what happened here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
So I'd say like B to
Uh,
C.
I would put it at D, purely not because of quality, but because of the length. Like that's not something I would send to somebody.
I mean, I think yeah, I probably wouldn't send it to someone. I do think longer videos are more popular on YouTube these days, but
Is there a way to? Oh yeah, that's fine. We can do that. Just copy and paste that. All right, your turn. Send me a video.
yeah, I just sent it in the Discord chat.
Okay, thank you. Chat. Hello. New Klingon. If you're looking for recruitment videos, you could do a lot worse than. I don't know if I know that human, but I will look them up. Thank you. R.A. Is that? Oh, you got one. Okay, great. I'll pull up the link. Thank you. All right, I'll use that one as my next one. John, you said you sent
Yes.
it in the Discord chat.
Yeah, it's the chat attached to the
This particular one? Perfect.
call we're in, like
Okay.
the server we're in.
Copy text. Okay, so I said D, you said B. I'm gonna put it at C. You sound that okay with you?
Yeah, that seems fair.
I just dropped it there since that was kind of the
Yeah,
average.
that seems fair.
All right, this is 5 minutes. Okay.
I think this was on NBC.
I've seen this. I've definitely seen this. It's a popular one.
This is one of my
This
favorite.
might
Well, I think
look
it's
like a
captured
Renaissance
kind of what
fair,
Pentic is.
but it's not. This is the Society for Creative
us,
Anachronism, or
Sir,
SCA. And this skirmish isn't for show. These Skadians, as they're called, are fighting in the Penzik War. an annual battle that pits kingdom against kingdom for territorial control. At this year's war, more than 10,000 people from across the world set up camp over 110 acres. For 2 weeks every summer, entire families adopt imaginary identities and immerse themselves in the Middle Ages.
We're covering basically from Rome
I don't know if I know him.
to the death of Elizabeth. We don't all focus on one period.
Polygamy.
There are some modern-day modifications. Behold, ye old internet cafe. Lo, her trusty steed. But the Scadians are serious about
cool.
replicating the past,
Yes.
even if it requires, as their name suggests, a little creative anachronism. Putting things together that don't quite fit.
So it's a throne, a plywood throne, with a camp potty in it.
So this whole idea started back in 1966 when a bunch of sci-fi fans and history buffs got together to stage a medieval battle in someone's backyard. What began 48 years ago with a couple dozen people has now grown into this.
I am in the background of this one.
You can see me a little bit. Don't grasp it until you put on the clothes.
You feel like you get the right sense now?
Yes.
But sort of like without the whole bubonic plague.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And what drew people in 50 years ago still brings them in today.
Whacking at my friends with sticks. And quite a few pretty girls involved, too.
But it wasn't all battles and bloodlust back then, and it isn't here.
Oh, is it? Oh, wow.
Scadians gather to dance, to sing, and to learn new skills.
In Sanskrit, that final vowel is pronounced.
And even if they don't translate to modern life, they'll hone those skills year-round back home.
What I'm trying to do is that simple.
Yeah, man. For most, this is way more than just a hobby.
The SCA has gotten me through some hellish periods in my life. They're my family, they're my friends.
Even among friends, there is a hierarchy.
I dub you once.
This is how Scadians see the world, divided into 19 kingdoms, each with its own king and queen who actually won their thrones in battle.
Right
Misinformation.
So I'm here to meet the royal family of
well, this was before this predated
Abaco,
I guess.
Part of Pennsylvania, including where we
are. Here I'm about to be in the background, right?
My lady, are you ready?
Right there.
Absolutely.
Oh, what the?
Let's go. There's a lot of pomp and circumstance, ceremony and festivity, but in the end, most people are here for one reason. How many people do you think do this because they get to fight?
Everybody out there.
You know the saying, when in Rome, squeeze into someone else's sweaty armor and grab a sword. That feels heavy and metal. That's how that feels. All kidding aside, these swords are no joke. I call this the Widowmaker.
The Widowmaker.
I call this, I'm tired and I need a water break.
You can critique her form,
This is how it should look.
Yeah.
And few here wield that weapon better than Arthur Donadio from North Carolina, also known as Duke Kuin, 3-time king from Atlantia.
It's a lot of fun, but it can also be very intense, especially when you're just starting, because there's a bunch of hurry up and wait.
Yeah.
The sides line up across the field from each other.
Oh,
and they count down. It's 10 minutes, 5 minutes, and then 5 minutes seems to take forever. And then eventually they're at 1 minute, and the marshals are counting down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then the boom of the cannon. Your heart is beating, and you rush across the field, and you collide with that opposing force, and then it's chaos. Bodies are flying, sticks are swinging, and then you forget about the fear, and you're just trying to stay alive. And the great thing, of course, is that unlike in the real world, when you fall down, you get to get back up, go back to your other side, and start again.
Because here, death is temporary. An entire battle could be fought before lunch. And for a few weeks, you can be whoever you want to be.
Every single person in the SCA can be a hero.
Right?
And
I think so.
In our modern world, we need that inspiration, that ability in some small way to be a hero. It refreshes our souls.
That is good.
Yeah. I'd say, to me, that's A at least.
Is it S?
A to S. I don't know. What do you think?
I would drop in an A tier for now. We'll see if anything beats it. If it doesn't get beat, then it just automatically becomes S tier, I think. That's how that works. It was this one, right?
Yeah.
I want to copy this title. Oh, how did I get it to go blue? Last time, did I copy the smaller one? Who's with me? That's fine. All right. All right. Next, we have a chat submission. I'm going to pull it here. Card address. Oh, nice. This looks good. This is from Vimeo, which I guess is from 7 years ago. Let's take a look.
Huh.
I've not seen this one. It looks so great.
Great Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, that's the vibe.
Or I might have clicked through it, because honestly, if I was watching this by myself, I would also have to be impatient.
Sorry, chat. Volume's loud.
I think it was Thorn.
Was it the year the Thorn was here? No, this
is some Western war though. Like Great Western War or something.
Oh, I see. Not Penzig War.
Yeah. Oh, and I think that might have been Torah.
That was Torah. That was a Torah movement, at least.
Yeah. Oh, and that's Laertes.
Oh, okay.
From Caid. He used to be the Society Rape Commercial.
Equestrian. Armored.
Yeah, it's either like Estrella or Great Western or something like that.
Yeah, well. Nice.
Yeah, it's definitely cool. It's a little slow.
It's cool looking. It is definitely not paced for what I would describe as the modern internet brain.
Yeah.
It is paced for Somebody who wants to sit back and enjoy a cinematic. How would you rate it?
Maybe B to A. Like, it looks really cool, but I don't know how... Does that really do much to recruit people, or is it too boring?
I think it really depends on the human you are trying to recruit.
Yeah.
I'd put it around the C for different reasons.
Mm-hmm.
You down with the C?
C, yeah, C to B. It's fine.
Okay. I would lean toward the lower side for this one.
Yeah. It's certainly not bad. It's just not...
I think there's a lack of pacing for information.
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh, how do I get involved? If I found the first like minute and a half cool, I'd already be wondering like how to participate, or would have clicked off.
Yeah.
All right, your pick. Do you want to?
I thought it was your pick.
No, that one was my
pick. That was Chat. You get to steal Chat's pick?
Yeah, I get to steal Chat's pick. That's how that works.
Hold on, I'm behind the times here. I'm just gonna throw this random one here that I found.
Fine. Did you drop in the Discord chat?
About to.
Yeah.
There.
Okay. This one. Boom. Let's watch.
When my son Brian died in a drunk driving accident.
Pause. Chant for the ad. Let's see. The Pensick War, the largest role-playing festival in the world.
From all around the world, an insanely devoted group of people gather for a 2-week celebration that they've been waiting for all year long.
I don't think any description can really prepare you for the scope of it. You hear it's 10,000 people, but you don't... It's a whole city. It's much more metropolitan than you think it's going to be, and it doesn't really feel much like camping.
You know what year this is? Any guesses?
I do not know.
I've definitely watched this. Them's your boys right there.
But in order to understand the hype...
You didn't see that? All right. This is the rally. They're doing a...
I hear OMSI right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Duke Jason.
Well, I don't know if you can tell who's sitting roll.
Looks like Jason and Margarita.
Which would make it... What do you think?
Because Jason's back is to us right here, and then Margarita, that's her face.
Okay.
And then that's Duke Miguel.
Yeah.
And this guy's name is the Hobbit. Duncan is his nickname.
But in order to understand the hype, we need a little history.
Do you have a guess for a year?
After being formed at UC Berkeley in 1966, the Society for Creative Anachronism, or the SCA, grew into 3 major kingdoms, the West, the Middle, and the East. At that time, the king of the Middle, Karyadak the Bow, this guy, wanted some excitement. So, like the kings of old, he declared war on his neighbors to the east.
People should
the king of the
pay
east
attention
read
to
the
this
letters,
stuff for their future
filed them away,
trivia.
and
Right.
basically just ignored them. As time passed, Karyadak the Bow moved to New York and subsequently became king of the East. Immediately, he removed the papers from his cabinet, his own papers that he sent, and said, "Let's fight." In 1972, the Pensick Wars began. The Middle won, giving Karyadak the distinction of being the only king to have declared war upon himself and lost. So, that's how this whole thing got started.
Walking into Pensick, you would never think that the event was once a small gathering of friends
and that's a true story too, I'm
fighting
pretty
with foam
sure.
swords in between dorms and classrooms. Today, the scale of
It's at least a true
intense.
legend.
Other than being awestruck, we noticed that we stuck out in all sorts of ways. First off, we were loaded up with cameras that surely didn't exist in the Middle Ages. And making it even more obvious that we didn't fit in,
Period is represented together at the Pensick Wars.
Phoenix Dominatus.
As our ride continued, we started to notice more signs of everyday life. At least what you'd think it would have been in the Middle Ages. Not everyone was suited up for battle. But, as this is the Pensick War, the first thing I wanted to see was how people fight. So, we met with some knights.
Before the battle starts, before that cannon sounds, your heart is...
Pensick War. The total points take into account teams' performances in big battle,
On the losing side of the festival.
Oh man. So, 47 Pensick Wars.
Yes.
What's been your favorite memory?
Very difficult thing. I mean, there are lots of different kinds of memories. Broke a Middle Kingdom.
It's having very
bridge,
quintessential SCA experience right now.
All the middlemen rallied on the king and they beat us. They did.
Talking to an old dude about
telling you about the stories of when.
War times, yep.
Every one of the 20 kingdoms at Pensick have their own battle
Was
station.
that Kai? No.
No.
Did that guy mask? Which one?
Yeah.
Every one of the 20 kingdoms at Pensick have their own battle station.
You follow me, boys. I'll make a hole, I promise. It'll be this wide.
Oh, there's Margarita again.
Blood everywhere. What's sail? And I don't lose.
Like any war in history, the battlefield at Pensick is a dangerous place. We wondered how the warriors protect themselves on the battlefield. Could you give me a run through of like everything you're wearing right now?
Yeah. Sneakers, not period, but comfortable in this way, don't die. Groin protection, very important even in this. I made that.
However you define
Get out of here, ads. All right.
I think that might have been, well, that's all of Monsieur right there.
No.
And that was Corey that was spearing there in the front.
Yeah.
Jason.
It is fun to watch these with, now you know a lot of the heavy crowd, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know
Oh, nice face stab right there.
Yeah. I don't know what it was, but I like it.
While from the outside, the battle is a terrifying mess of weaponry, daunting warriors, and aggression. Being in the action, you can see an entirely different side of everything.
Sorry about the last one. Excuse me.
We'll see. Is that Barry?
Hi.
Oh, I think that's Barry who just got bopped.
Sorry. Need a hand up?
Oh, wasn't that dude Brian from Atlantia a second ago?
You good?
Maybe.
How you doing?
That's Barry.
You okay? Sorry.
Oh yeah,
Heraldry?
Brian on the left. Yeah, that's his.
Yeah.
That's his heraldry.
Heraldry works?
You good?
Heraldry does work.
Through all of the battle lessons, they made it very clear that their main objective was not to try and kill the opposing teams. The most important thing for them was to have a safe and entertaining experience. Seeing the different armor, weapons, and fighting styles, we became aware that everyone was finding a different inspiration to embody a character of their own.
One day, and he says, "Can I fight for your honor?" And that was 30 years ago.
And with those 30 years under their belt, they've built a very convincing and functional medieval house.
Got a hand crank blenders.
All right, coming in at 1533. What do you think?
I like this one. I thought it was like A.
Do you think
Maybe
For Glory and Honor was better or worse?
Those are pretty close. I feel like about the same to me.
Okay.
Both A.
For me, if I were to put these two back to back, I would send people the top one every time.
I'd probably agree because I think since it's shorter.
It's shorter, a little bit more condensed.
And if they were like, oh, that's super cool, then I'd send them the second one.
Right. Yes, exactly. I'm with you.
But I think so far of what we watched, the For Glory one would be my go-to one to send, and it's kind of been that for a little bit. I've been like, here's a really quick synopsis of kind of what SCA is like and what Pensick is like.
Oh, right. When you send a video to somebody.
Yeah, not that I've done that in a while, but if I was going to, that would be my first choice, I think.
Okay. Then we're gonna bump this up to S. You good with that?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
I'm gonna take this. Take over A. And get rid of this stuff. Is your pick or my pick?
It is your pick.
If I can clear formatting. right pick. Let's see what we got. Sort by. Okay. Under 4 minutes. What we got? Ooh.
It's old.
It's old. I want to see it.
Yeah.
Immediately caught my eye. Eye injury? What is happening? Shorts? Okay. I can't watch too many things. What is it?
This is 2013, but this footage looks way worse than that.
Maybe the people filming just had a behind the time setup.
This is Pensic War #1.
You think it actually
or Steel.
is?
I don't know. I feel like it would be too big for that.
I don't know. How many attendees were in Pensic War #1? This is a good question. This is some anthropology here.
That's a good question. This definitely looks like it's back from like the 80s or 90s though. The quality of the garb and stuff too.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, the armoring choices. Oh no, there's a mix. Not as much carpet armor.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't think it's Pensic 1, but I think it's not like I don't think it's from 2013 either. But who knows? Maybe it's filmed on a
right. It might have been filmed on a potato.
Yeah.
15 years ago is when it was posted.
Yeah. Well, 2013 was 15 years ago, right? No, that's not right.
John.
That's
11 basic ass math. What happened?
No, that would be it'd be more than that, or less than that.
Posted
Does it say in the
15 years
description?
ago.
Like if you make the
09.
description? 09. Yeah, 09 would be 15 years ago. Yeah.
Okay. First comment says time capsule from the 90s.
Yeah, the second comment also says impact years 82, 83.
Okay. So maybe this is maybe you're right. Like it's somewhere in the 90s. I would not send this to. I mean, honestly, I would send this more than I would send the 40-minuters. To be very honest.
Well, if you were just going to be like, here's the type of
here's
like
the fighting.
They're like, yeah, here's fighting. It wouldn't be bad. It's a bad quality video, so I probably wouldn't send. I'd send something more recent if I was just going to send. Here's a video of fighting.
Yeah.
I'd probably send something from like that's better quality. Like the quality of the video is better. So I'd probably say this isn't like a D or an E.
Is there F? I'm taking out E. People don't have E's, right, in these tier lists? All right, is it D or F?
It sounded weird when I said it.
Yeah, you said E, and I was like, wait.
I had the same. I was like, I'm saying E, but that doesn't sound right.
Yeah.
I'd say D. It's not F. It's D. I think it's not that bad, but.
Okay.
Let's see. Was my pick? I think.
Yeah, I like this whole under 4-minute thing. This is fun.
Yeah. Let's see. I have no idea. This came up on when I searched something, so I'm gonna send this to you.
Pensic 49 Kamikaze Battle. Is this with us?
Oh yeah, you can literally see me in that. I think.
Yeah, that's us. I think. Yeah, because that's Golfred right there, and that's Simon right there.
And that's me, literally on the right. Like if you not in the right there.
Have you watched
my old home? Yeah, sure. Let's watch it. Yeah, right there.
Yeah. One Golfred as Golfred you. Was that on the other side? Or no, I must have been on your side. No.
Yeah.
Where's 0 day? Okay.
Yeah, there you are. There you are.
Good. Hey, Baker, you want to get a picture of you killing me? Good. Good. I'll shoot the GoPro.
This is the year we had Spear Spy.
Yeah.
Spear Spy.
Yeah. This is.
Your dad, I got you. No. He'll take what he wants. Clear honor. Clear honor.
That's TJ. Camera mounted.
Good.
It must be on some sort of pole. It looks like it's floating in the air, but
it does. Maybe it's the you know.
Hello, lords and ladies.
What are those big wing things that people wear in the war? You know what I'm talking about?
Like the period thing?
Yeah.
Like the Winged Hussars? I don't know what the wings are called.
Hussars,
But
yeah. This Hussar is, yeah. That is the correct word. Anyways, you sent me something.
Yeah, I dropped in the Discord chat.
All right.
I don't know if it's any good. It just came up. I think it says Gulf Wars. It's a little bit change of pace.
Chill, volume, chill. All right.
Just blasting bagpipes. 2016.
What's this?
I was there that year. It was Gulf NATO year, I think.
Was that Gulf NATO year? Oh,
yeah.
I was there. I don't know how good.
Oh yeah, that's kind of the year we became friends, really. Like I said, I've never watched this video.
That was the one. That was the Revenge Training year.
Yes.
That would have been my. I thought I went to a Gulf War before this one. This is not Gulf NATO because Gulf NATO is my second one. That's Cataldo.
Gulf NATO. We didn't really hang out here first. Oh yeah, used to live in my local group.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That Barony of Bringelad, yeah, and that's okay. Master Kelly. I guess he wasn't Master Kelly back then, but
yeah. Pre-mod Kelly. I only got to hang out with Kelly once. It was fun.
Yeah,
he had a golf. He was telling me about you and a music stand.
Oh yeah. That was his idea, to put a music stand in front of your Pel to practice rapier point control, so you learn to shoot around.
Right, around defense.
Around it, because most people have a pretty good defense down the center. Glenavon.
Is this just a compiled?
This isn't very good, I gotta say.
Oh, it's a cool look.
Sir Ever. That's Duke Quebec, black.
A lot of your people.
Quebec's from the west, but I just know him. I just know I've seen his videos. The Ravine Battle. This was before I fought heavy at all. Actually, no, that's actually the first year I did fight heavy. I was actually in this Ravine Battle, yeah.
Okay.
And I was protecting the Queen, because I was Queen's champion.
That's cool. Is that Edward that just passed?
I didn't see, but he would have been there that year.
I think that was him. Right there.
Oh, yeah.
That looks like his kid. That looks like one of his kids.
Yeah. And the white, you can recognize the white stag.
Yeah. It's pretty wild how much heraldry you and I have absorbed in the time we've been fighting armored.
Yeah.
Hey, that's Aiden Lantia. That's cool. Oh. The brutal photo. All right, tier list time. Oh, there's a little bit of music. This is the last big party, I guess. All right, chat. Hello. We are currently making a tier list of, for those who are currently new into the stream this evening, we're looking at different videos, and the premise is if you had to send one to a non-Scadian, what would be the best video and why? That's the only premise we're using, and then John and I are mostly just kind of talking back and forth about our reasonings. I'll probably actually push this list out at some point to everybody who wants it.
I'd say this is like C to D.
It is, because it is shorter, I think it is already better.
Yeah.
I put it in C tier. I don't, the lack of information.
Yeah. It'd be one if like you were if you were hanging out with someone and they were like, what is this like SCA thing you do, and you like showed it to them and you were like explaining stuff to them as you're watching it together.
Yeah.
Then I think it'd be fine.
Yep. But you would not send it like over like online.
No, it'd be more of an in-person show, I think.
Yeah, got it.
You'd provide the context.
Chat, my stipulation has been that it has to be, at least in my head, like sub 5 minutes, because this is more so an elevator pitch, and we're all internet brained nowadays. So I'm searching like this sub 4 minute category to see what pops up. So is it my turn to pick?
Yes.
I don't know if this is a good thing to send somebody, but I'm very curious to watch. Is this the one where the
eye injury?
Is this the one where he walked into a branch? All right,
Must be.
Side tangent. Side tangent. Sorry, y'all. Trigger warnings for eye injuries. All right. Yep, you can see that branch right there, just straight through a grill. That sucks.
There was a knight from my kingdom who had that happen in the woods battle too. That's what he recommends, where you wear like safety goggles under your helmet.
Yeah, for the woods battle. Yep.
I've never done that, but it seems like reasonable
advice. I have done that, but not in quite that brutally of a way.
Yeah.
I'm taller than you. I guess you're shorter than branches.
Shorter than branches.
All right. Okay. Here's one. This looks like it's an actual advertisement video, and it's $2.55.
Yeah.
Let's watch it. Let's watch this one in full.
About 3 minutes.
Do we not have audio? Oh, okay.
Oh, I think I have seen this one.
Why are birds passage of time?
Maybe they're just writing over pictures?
I think so. I think it's pretty well, like it's like a cute thing for like you to kind of like scrapbook your family photos.
Sure, yeah.
Ooh, they have a transition. It is all photos, isn't it?
I mean, I would definitely dig this for being a video that's just pictures, not a video.
Yeah. Let's see any video.
2011. This is way before not way before. It was 2 or 3 years before I ever went to a Pennsic.
All photos. What do you think of the this style of video?
Oh, this does not really do it for me, if I'm being honest.
Agreed. I think it's actually very it's a personal video, not a for public consumption video.
I feel like for our criteria, this is pretty low tier.
Agreed. D tier, F tier.
Yeah.
Would you send someone bad footage, but moving versus still photos? That's the question.
I just would never send this to someone.
All right. We'll put it at the bottom. Paste. Yeah, to me, it just feels like a very personal experience, not a thing that you want to like entice other people into.
Yeah.
Your pick.
Let's see. I'm gonna send you a super short one.
No sleep at Pennsic.
And see how it goes.
I love that.
Oh, that's a really funny video, by the way.
Is that like No Sleep Till Brooklyn?
Yes.
Parody?
But it's about Pennsic.
Okay.
It's very funny.
That'll be my next one.
Shit, where's the chat?
You drop it in the link.
Yeah.
All right.
I think that went right. There it goes. This is short for you.
This is short.
Kingdom, I hope you are doing well. I hope you are being safe.
Oh, I forgot that I let them use my footage for the video.
Was that you and then Miguel behind you?
That was a GoPro on my mask in the ravine battle. Right there.
I was like, I saw
that. Yeah. This was a video that my kingdom put out. Someone from my kingdom, Marjorie, I think made this video. Is like a way to get people hyped up to go to Gulf Wars. I don't know that if it's great for someone who's doesn't know what the SCA is, but
as far as hype, it's very up there. I love it. I don't like that it's short. It's great for internet brains.
Yeah. It'd be a great TikTok.
Yeah, exactly. Shorts, I guess, are their own category, but we're gonna include shorts against these.
Yeah. I'd still say it's probably only C, honestly, for like recruiting.
For recruitment, for
or
a new
even
person,
D.
I would put it D.
Yeah.
Because it's not, like you said, it's not targeted toward. I think it's targeted more for the.
Yeah. It was especially since. Yeah. And it was really since it was the first Gulf Wars coming back out of the pandemic. It was like a hype video to get people to want to go to Gulf Wars again. So
that makes sense.
For that purpose, I thought it was great. For a general recruiting, probably not great. But and I forgot that I had let Marjorie use videos of my YouTube channel for that.
That's cool. That's awesome.
Was that? What's his name?
Hugo.
Hugo just
Hugo running.
Man, he's fucking fast. Do you have to get it into the thing or just?
No. It just
touch.
You touch the
okay.
Have you not done this fight?
I've done it. I've just never been involved in the scoring.
Oh, the flag, really? Yeah. I feel like you have the like the awareness to be a good free safety sort of person.
That was not what I was asked to do the 1 year I've got to fight in it. So.
Oh, okay.
What did you say? You had one that you were gonna watch.
Yeah, the No Sleep at Penzig, but that's
the
like
No
a
Sleep.
parody. That's not. I don't think I would send it to somebody.
I don't. It's not. It's definitely marketed towards Canadians already because it's a parody of. Yeah. It's a very funny video. I recommend it to everyone. But
here's another news. Okay, I'm gonna throw this in the mix. This is another news clip. A little bit older. We're not going to expect as good a quality production. It is short, which is important.
It looks like the real thing. Knights under the command of kings battle for personal honor and the glory of their kingdoms. While their weapons are wooden and the dead leave the battlefield on their own feet, the passions of the warriors are real. Excitement drives them on. They train at home during the year to prepare for these events and go by names of their own choosing. Many return year after year. This commander of a Roman cohort, who calls himself Dominus, is a veteran of 14 such wars.
It gives me and my friends some great stories, some great experiences, some great adventures to share and to talk about and remember together for years to come.
A code of honor governs what happens. The warriors determine for themselves the seriousness of their wounds. Marshals, responsible for safety and order, declare timeouts to regroup. The Society for Creative Anachronisms organizes the event.
We worked very, very hard at our safety. In 40 years of the society, we haven't lost anybody in a battle yet.
A full, authentic set of regalia and weapons can cost $10,000. And, in one concession to the modern age, warfare is not only for men.
You get a real challenge when you go out there, because with the helmet on, not many people
even today
realize
dollars
that you're a girl, and you get kind of like a fair fight, and it's cool.
I mean, you could,
Most of the
but you'd have to work at it.
Do not participate in the fighting.
You just buy shit at merchants. Probably won't spend 10 grand.
They choose less violent pleasures.
Couple grand.
They go to the bazaar and sample goods that would be available to a person who lived between the 6th and 16th
But you could spend 10 grand on a helmet alone.
Crafts that were popular in a slower and less complicated age.
Yes.
Penzig, as a whole, is an experience where I can get away from the hustle bustle of everyday life and get to know the meaning of community with my friends.
There is even a daily newspaper which publishes news of village
She looked
life,
kind of familiar.
including news of who is winning the tournaments dedicated
essentially
to
what every
women.
news outlet had already
Today,
suffered.
our theme is definitely the pleasure of the ladies. In fact,
Yeah, that's true, actually. That's funny.
ladies have
That's literally what's
directed
happening.
these gentlemen who are currently fighting at a barrier.
You just need to do a Twitter account instead.
Yeah,
The winner of the war this year was the Eastern Kingdom,
e-subscription
comprised
for
of
the
warriors from the eastern parts of Canada and the United States. And as their reward, they had the right to claim the city of Pittsburgh, a claim they understand is unlikely to be honored by any of the city's present-day leaders. As for the losers, their pride may have been injured, but they know that they can come back again next year. For producer Zorislav Baiju, I'm Julie Tabo, VOA
Oh,
News.
good call.
This is very well done.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that was one of Lachlan Squires fighting a second ago.
Oh yeah. Okay. The one in the white.
The one in the white with the shield. Jan Stewart looking shield. That was pretty good. That was a pretty good one.
I think
pretty
that's
short.
up there. I think it's right up there with the other news one.
Yeah, I
agree.
agree.
I like how
What's
short
my
it is.
safe flight story?
It's like half
I'm
again
a
what the other one
photographer,
was.
and when
Yeah. I have another.
Would you put this above or below the other news one? Or are you going to put it
The,
below the For Glory and Honor? Or is it the same?
I think it's about this. I might like the For Glory and Honor a little bit better just because it's a little bit higher quality.
Are you sure it's not because you're in it?
No, I am sure. I'm barely in it. No, I think I would show that one because it's a little, and they talk. It's like just a little bit more. I mean, they're pretty close though, splitting hairs.
Agreed. All right, this is not what we're looking for tonight. Also not what we're looking for. Your turn.
Okay, I got one. This is another news one. This is actually one of the first videos I saw. I was already in the SCA when I saw this, but I had never been to a war before, and it's about Gulf Wars. So it's another news story one that someone shared with me.
The term weekend warriors is a creation of our own time. But as Bill Geist is about to show us, that doesn't mean that these warriors have to be of our time.
Good intro. So newscaster.
Welcome to the new improved Middle Ages, with all the heraldry, pageantry, and chivalry of those glorious days of old. But with indoor plumbing and none of those pesky plagues.
Indoor plumbing is a strong assertion.
Yeah, the porta potty I don't think counts as indoor plumbing.
Not in medieval Europe, but a couple of weeks ago in Lumberton, Mississippi. An officially sanctioned battle of the Society for Creative Anachronism. With 25,000 members and 150,000 participants
It looked like a lefty.
in 16
May have been.
kingdoms
It's hard to tell
worldwide.
Footage.
Yeah.
We meet here today on this great battlefield.
On weekends, society members live out those ancient times totally.
Here we see the scaly beast of war.
They feast upon authentic period foods.
Still fresh after 400 years.
They painstakingly reproduce medieval artifacts and clothing.
It took me about 7 months to make this one.
They study medieval music and dance. But mainly they like to fight.
Gather around!
A lot.
It's gonna be tough, it's gonna be nasty, but we're here to do it.
That
They
old school
fight
bucket
en
helmet, man.
masse or
Yeah.
mano a mano. Day and night. Everywhere you look, they're fighting. Here now is Modius von Mergentheim with the play-by-play.
Oh, yeah.
Primaris sends their troops around the outside line.
yeah, crashed their sideline.
Then you had the whole vanguard of the Primaris line swing around in a pincer move. Armstrong met them, then sent forward their troops to the center. All the baronies of Armstrong met them in the center, and the battle was almost won. It shifted towards the center, down to the outside line. Most of this mop-up took place over here. Then finally you saw the king break through.
So who won?
It was Armstrong!
So that's it. It's all that build-up and it's over.
They're about to run it again. 2 out of 3.
What? Everybody gets to come back to life?
Yes.
They do take timeouts for water and to remove the dead.
You dead?
Yeah.
You're honor-bound to admit it when you've taken a lethal blow.
Full contact martial art recreates the excitement and the testosterone charge of a real battle. But at the end of it, you can have a drink with the guy who killed you or you killed him that day. You know?
Amazingly, no one really gets hurt. They're making safer swords nowadays.
Okay, the wood we use for our swords is a type of solid bamboo. It's called rattan. Furniture is usually made out of it.
And you wrap it in duct tape?
And they wear protection.
You have the elbow. This helmet's made out of 14-gauge steel, and mine in particular has a horsetail on it.
Sort of a Mr. Ed look, practicing safe swordsmanship.
Very important place to protect. You got your fighter's authorization card on you?
And before the slaughter, all warriors and weapons are thoroughly inspected.
Do you have an authorization card?
Yeah.
He's legal.
So to make it clear, it's not a purse. It's a
I wouldn't accuse you of carrying a purse dressed like you are, believe me.
You're good to go.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. You have a good war.
Who are these people?
I'm Prince Gunnar from Trimaris.
You're Prince.
Yes.
Former king?
No, I will be king.
You will. You're pretty confident.
Yeah, that's fine. Just dragging a little.
What? Dog racing?
When not engaged
You've never
in
seen that?
battle
I go,
fighting,
no.
they break it up with a
That's
little
awesome.
rapier fighting. A little
They
parry and
used to
thrust.
do it. I don't think they haven't done it since the pandemic. They used to do it pretty regularly.
At golf? Oh, man.
Yeah.
Pre-pandemic, a couple of golf summers, I never noticed it. But I was probably busy fighting. Battering, man. I like that.
In this highlight, we see a harpsichord thrown at a veiled battering ram containing soldiers who are all killed with a hammer.
That guy's really going to hell. Hell with a hammer.
Are you dead?
Yes.
You dead?
I am dead.
Okay.
Oh, that's Gideon. Sir Gideon.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Dead.
The dead cheer.
That's cool. That's a nice one. I think it's a little long. I would put it down at least lower than the other two news ones. And it's
I
not
agree.
as
Probably
well
A.
done.
Yeah, A or B.
I put a B. Let's see. What's the an A? I actually like the A one more.
Yeah, I think B.
All right. My pick.
Yep.
All right. Let me see. I want to make sure this one's not just photos again.
That looks like video. Vegas 10-sec.
There's a lot of shorts.
Yeah, I didn't realize there was this many of them.
That makes sense.
Fizzball.
Fizzball. Is this literally just Fizzball? Have you been?
No, I've never been to Fizzball.
Oh.
It's always opposite something. The Rose Tourney, maybe?
I was there this past year. In fact,
Yeah,
I was
you're
sitting like right there.
You're a fucking knight and you can't fight in the Rose Tourney anymore.
Yeah. Hey man, I fought at both of them at this last Gulf War. I want to hear it from you.
Yeah.
You could have back-to-backed it.
I could have. I was too busy winning the Rose Tourney, the first Rose Tourney, yeah.
John Drake. I got knocked out one round before you. You couldn't have made it if I made it. Hair later.
That's true.
All right. Do you want to watch the Fizzball one? I don't think.
Sure, why not?
We'll not send it.
Would
to
you ever
Fizzball.
send that to someone? I mean, I guess you might.
I would send it if I thought they were the right party to send this to.
The right kind of person that would be interested in this and send it.
Yeah. Fizzball's great. It's so long. It is all day.
Is that different than the croquet that they were playing or bocce ball? Is that another thing?
Different thing.
Okay.
Yeah, Fizzball is like, so this is 14. This past year, so 2023, like, there's bigger walls up here. People like kind of spilled out into all over here. But the general setup's still the same. And then it's like crowds all around back through. I have some photos of me there. And then they have the same setup on the right side here where it's like some can't.
And you're hitting a can of beer with a baseball bat, right?
Yeah, essentially that. And then they like give extra points for a split, extra points for like in some other like it's like a pop, a split, and something else. I don't remember the specifics. I was very drunk. That's the last one.
That seems like the idea, right?
But they gave away hot dogs, and that helped with the drunkenness, which is nice. Got myself a couple of chili dogs.
That does seem
Sobered
pretty
up a little
fun.
more.
Maybe this is the year that I go.
Yeah, man. If you want to do take a day and we can just have a day off. We don't have to fight.
It's weird, but yeah. I like doing that in Peace Week, obviously, but
yeah, but all the a lot of the fun events are.
Yeah, are in War
like
Week,
the social ones are during War Week.
Yeah. It makes sense. There's a lot more people there.
Warder robes. That's cool. All right, I'm going to check the other tab. Let's see what we got. Oh, this one.
32 minutes. Skip through it.
Yeah, we'll watch it. This looks like it's well done. We'll
Safely removes pore gunk.
Get
Just
out of here.
You need an ad blocker or something at least.
Take back your data from site
You know they you can't do that anymore on YouTube.
Yeah.
Pantry count. I just want to see like the intro. We'll see some of the highlights.
Oh, that's the experiment of ground to question combat.
Oh, that's the Gulf Wars one.
Yeah.
Lady of all fabric, she who can destroy with a glance and
century. Gulf Wars is a war with no enemies, which takes place on the Gulf Coast of Mississippi every year. At Gulf Wars, you can find some of the SCA's most beloved activities, such as fighting, arts, lots of cool costumes, encampments and period setups, pageantry and royal processions, as well as bardic performances.
Yeah, I think it's 2022.
And today, I
so
invite
like
you
2 years
to
ago,
come with me on a trip to Gulf Wars, where we will explore the war together and see some of the cool stuff that's here.
I could be wrong, but it's either last year or the year before.
The field.
Yep, that's good. There.
Footage. I don't know why this one doesn't have
Hi there.
the hills of like
Bridget from Cayenne.
sections.
The SCA also has rapier
That's a good
fighting,
point.
which is its own fighting form with its own regulations.
There's Rags.
I'm Salah bin Israel with Poznan. My friends call me Shoya.
Like 1500s.
We actually get to use offhand weapons.
Your tournament.
Oh, it's Leandra.
Oh.
Thank you. There are also heavy weapons, which means they have been a royal consort in the past. Prior queens are countesses after they've ruled once, and duchesses after they've ruled twice or more. Similarly, a king who has ruled once will become a count, and once he has ruled 2 or more times, he will become a duke.
He just got announced for knighthood.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's a pretty good fighter.
Yeah.
I was happy. I'm happy for him.
I'm Duchess Adelheid, Princess of Atlantia, and I am here expressing this wonderful German costuming that I have luckily been the recipient of. I have a lovely gown by Mistress Claire from Atlantia, Tracy Justice. She created the gown, the chemise. This necklace is from Etsy, and yes, your seeds, if you will. Yes, I love it. So love it.
Dear, you look like a flower pot full of leather fur.
We live in Trimaris.
Also, these are hand. I'm going to take a class. I'm going to visit with
setup, but
Oh, early period life. That's cool.
Yeah.
Have you been in there?
I know I've never been there before.
Span of 5 years.
I've been there. I've been to like
classes. So
11 or 10 or 11 Gulf Wars. Never been there.
So all of our
That's
classes
cool.
are geared towards that. Mostly Norse.
In the shower.
one of my many beloved activities in the SCA, I am pretty out of practice, and
archery.
I did have my own private class with Mistress Barb Hurrah. I all of the retained.
All right. That was well done.
Yeah, I don't know that would be. Yeah, that's a good one.
This is one I can see myself sending to somebody, as the follow-up video.
Yes, I agree with that.
Like, I would send them an S tier, and if they're into it, that's where I think it's better than the TV spot. It's probably A tier to me. What do you think?
I think that's fair. Yeah, that's very well. Like, it's super well produced.
Yep, it's well done. Pretty straightforward. All the segments are there, so people can skip to the segment that they're most interested in. It's labeled. I think that's pretty well done.
Yeah. Let's see, here's another. It's my pick, right?
Yeah, it's your pick.
There's another kind of vloggy one that I just found. I don't know if this is any good. I've never watched it.
You can see the pavilion
the
behind
long
me.
bridge.
It is still a hot mess. We have not really unpacked last night. It's difficult.
It is the long bridge, isn't it? That's the unpacking montage.
A little blurry here.
Carving montage.
So today's plan is for Alden to get his armor inspected so he can fight. And
Is this the game's tent proper?
I think that's the BFT, like by the Onsuran Gate.
Yeah, okay.
But I think they just did a game night that year. Really, I think I kind of remember. I didn't go.
This is what people do during the daytime when you're not fighting. It's chill. It's super chill. You do whatever you want.
Chill. Yeah.
Some footage of everybody else fighting.
You know what year this is? Can you tell?
It says 2022 in the title of the video.
Oh, I did not read that. Thank you for reading the title.
I should just pretend like I knew, just tell.
So this is the year I did not go.
Yeah.
But it's the one where someone else also made a video. Interesting. I wonder if there was a push for people to revitalize interest.
Well, the SCA did get have a lot better presence online because of the pandemic. I think that kind of it accelerated that. A lot more people were making video content and stuff, and so. What's Master Ivar?
Was this army of raiders?
That was Bringalot. That was my Barony.
Oh, this
that picture, a group. There's a group picture there. I don't think I'm in it. Orazio.
Yeah, it's Orazio.
Now Baron Orazio.
Oh, Orazio, a nemesis and spear.
Oh yeah.
We have
Loki and Elizabeth.
Orazio and Gavin were both opposite me.
Yeah. Orazio was surprisingly good at Sphere.
Why is it surprising?
I don't know, because he's never done it.
Yeah, but if you fought Rapier for a long time and you're dedicated to it, you have baseline 8 out of 10 spear is crazy.
There was a mod from Trimaris, Miklos, who just really wanted to kill me this last Gulf Wars with a spear, in the heavy battles with a spear, and he kept trying to, and he never did.
You hear that, Miklos? It's the call out from Master John Drake. Come find him on the armor field. Try to stab him.
I might run shield more this year, though. I haven't decided.
Hey, easier to get stabbed. Or harder, depending on how good your defense is.
Yeah.
You know what? I really like this video because it shows the pre and post, and not just what people would call the medieval stuff or the play. That part is nice.
And the drive back to Mississippi.
Yeah.
Across Mississippi.
This is also one I would send as a second, but I actually like it more than some of the other second ones.
Yeah, I think
it's less information, but it's more real, I guess.
Yeah, I definitely think that does a good job of getting you a feel of what it feels like to go to Gulf Wars.
Yeah, exactly.
You're hanging out with friends, you're eating, you fight a little bit.
Yeah, I'll put it
so whatever, all the different activities.
The follow up. What do you think? A tier, B tier?
I say A.
I feel basically we have S tier, things we would send as the initial, and then A tier is currently things we would send as follow-up for those interested.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what we're doing, what we have.
And everything else is either old, long, or not applicable.
Yeah.
Like old-looking footage.
More war is coming.
That
Actually, that's not about the SCA.
Not about the SCA. It does
Not
have
the fun
1.6
title,
million views, so I'm like, well, I wonder what they're talking about. There's a good amount of these videos. I didn't realize how many there were.
Yeah, there's a lot more than there used to be.
You think it's because of COVID?
I think COVID helped. I think also just like over time they've added up, right? Like I remember when I first joined the SCA in in 07 and 08 when I was like getting on YouTube and looking around for SCA stuff, there just wasn't much. But YouTube was relatively new, a new thing at that point, right? Like
right, yeah.
And so I think it's cool that we have all this content now, because like if I was joining now, I would be all over all of this stuff.
Right. You'd be like deep diving into the stuff and then figure it out.
And it didn't exist when I was starting.
You know what? That's very fair. There's a TikTok like advertised Tomorrowland to me, and now I'm like, I want to go to Belgium and go to that festival. Go do an EDM festival for a week. That sounds fun. And I just keep watching more and more footage.
Huh.
It's a stupid amount. It's close to 100,000 people. It's a fuck ton of humans.
Oh, sounds fun if you like EDM, I guess.
Same tent city thing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of hype dancing, and then
I'm sure that's pretty fun. I don't really like EDM very much, so.
I can't imagine you liking a crowd that big.
Welcome to
No, I'm picky about crowds, I think. I'm way better than I used to be about crowds. I like crowds. I like crowds. I sometimes like crowds now.
The SCA is an international non-profit organization that
Violence
studies
crowd,
and
right?
recreates the years 600 to 1600 AD. If you are new to the SCA, I recommend watching this informative video. I will also put the link in the comments below. There are many activities within the SCA. These activities include heavy combat fighting, fencing, dancing, feasting, archery, thrown weapons, equestrian events, scribal arts, theater arts, camping, and so much more, including fiber arts, cooking, brewing, woodworking, glass bead making, and even more.
And a better mic.
So, that's great if you're an adult, but what if you're a child going to an SCA event with your parents? Guess what?
Yeah, I agree with that
there
as well.
are youth activities similar to the adult
Little
activities
kids doing armored
like youth
is
combat,
the
rapier,
cutest
and
fucking
more.
thing.
Children may
It
also
really is
participate
adorable.
in other activities such as archery and thrown weapons.
I always like
However,
walk by at
I
Pennsic and
recommend
watch a little
checking
bit.
with your
I'm like,
local
that's
group on the rules for children's
6 months of
participation.
growth is like huge
For example,
difference in
younger
capacity.
children may be
But you
required
can
to
also have
have a
two
parent
kids
next
that are
to
the same
youth
age, but
combat
like
field.
very
Children
different in their
can also
development.
take
Yeah,
classes
exactly,
and
the
learn neat
development
things
curve.
like baking, embroidery,
Like
and
one kid has gone through
blacksmithing,
puberty, one
just
hasn't.
like the adults.
Right, yeah. An
Children
octave lower of
can
a
also
voice.
be called up into court
Oh.
and receive awards for their accomplishments. Check with your local group on other youth activities,
Why do they have it?
such
They have
as
all
Page
the
School
names blanked out
or
on
the
that
Youth
scroll.
and Family Achievement Program. With Page School, depending on your kingdom,
Page belts with coins,
children
what
may
is that?
receive a page belt. Then they can earn coins to put on their belts for
Oh, there's
hours
some,
earned in three areas:
Sometimes they do like
chivalry,
page school stuff,
service,
and they give
and
like kind
arts
of
and
merit
sciences.
badges and stuff for
Depending on
kids.
the
That's really
event,
cool.
there
That's
are
something I
other
wanna know.
activities specifically geared towards children, such as water battles and face painting at Pennsic. Have I
the water
mentioned the
battle.
fun of camping outdoors? Children of all ages
The races.
are welcome with their families in the
I like to do,
SCA.
like, kids races.
If you are interested in more information, please.
Yeah, I agree with chat. Pug specifically, the voiceover, both the mic and the actual voiceover, could use work. As far as like hyping up. The video,
Yeah,
making it good.
unfortunately, that's not a high tier one in my opinion.
No, I like the length of the time and the general like content. This is very geared toward. Like I might send that to a parent. Like if Like if I'm recruiting somebody who's, I know they have kids and their main reason is to find their kids some cool stuff to learn and do. I think I would send maybe like one of the S tier ones first, and then send this as the follow up. But it's not a great follow up as far as like quality.
No, that's like C to D to me.
Okay, so I think it's B. You think C to D, so we'll put it in C.
Yeah. I guess it's probably C is fine. Like it's passing. Like it's not horrible, but it's not good either, in my opinion.
For me, I think where it really bumps up is the quality,
inclusion of youth,
the specificity of content. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
How do remove formatting? All right. Well, that's fine. Fine for right now.
Join Planet Fitness during the big...
All right. Your turn, John. We'll do a few more.
This might be cheating, but I do send this video to people.
Oh, an actual video? Okay.
Like, I do send this video to explain what the SCA is, what fencing is
to people. Is this a you thing? Oh, yeah. It's
this a video I
made.
made.
Montage.
With
Not
Mike's
so
music.
subtle plug. This is John's YouTube page. So if you want to see fencing montages and general content, it's there.
Yeah, and my brother Miguel wrote the music for this. I composed it on him.
That's cool. Give me a second. I'm going to paste this in without formatting. All right. Oh, guys, that's so loud. Sorry, chat. Did the children specific cause you to think fencing specific?
A little bit, yeah. But this occurred to me at some point that I'm like, if someone asks, if I think someone isn't super interested in the SCA, but they just want to like kind of see a bunch of fencing,
yeah.
Like I might just send this video to them because I'm like, hey, here's a bunch of fencing to music, right? Like, and if you want to know more, let me know. Then I might send a follow up with more information about the actual SCA. But
what year? You know, like what year this was? Or was it like a multi-year?
It's definitely multiple years. I think I made this 2012, I think. But it's definitely videos from like 3 or 4 years combined.
That was Alessandro getting hit by Miguel earlier.
Yeah.
Okay, we go again. Alessandro.
Armand. Kelly and Avery. Me and Kelly.
This is probably not before I played, but this is definitely before I collected golf.
Yeah. You would have been pretty new at this point, I think, in a lot of these.
Yeah.
Like the same time.
Yeah, you still a baby.
Yeah. And then KO. Yeah, that fight's from like 2010. So is this one, I think.
Oh yeah, that's all before.
Yeah.
I'm now in 11 years now. Huh.
I hadn't watched this through all the way in a long time, actually.
You reliving some of your nostalgia?
A little bit, yeah.
Oh, nice barrel roll. Backwards.
Solia? You met Solia, right? Before she quit?
Yep. She came up for Ilaria's White Scarf. Pre-mod.
Okay, yeah.
She flew up here.
Yeah.
And I was at that party.
She was very good friends with a lot of the Atlanteans.
Yep. And I was new. You know, she moved up here, I think.
She just moved to California, like a week
moved
ago
up
or
here for a
something.
couple of years, I think. Never played.
Yeah, she went to law school and then was working up there, but then she moved to California for a
Yeah,
job.
I think she was working in Georgetown.
It's Angelina.
Oh. I guess I could make a montage. I haven't done that yet.
I've been meaning. I thought it'd be cool to make a new one. Like this is all like really old footage. Get Mike to make some music for it again.
Yeah. Well, we could reuse that same song. Just update the footage.
That's a good point. Not a horrible song.
No, I think it's fine. It like fits the vibe just fine. All right.
Yeah, I asked him to like, hey, write me something that's like medievalish sounding, and he was like, that's what he just came up with. So
we can ask him if he wants to update it, because I would happily help with the edit. I think that's fun.
That's a good idea.
Let's do that. Put it on our to do.
Yeah, I will do that. And we can talk to Mike if you want, because we could. To be fair, I have no idea where that's like. I assume Mike still has the file for that song somewhere, but
I could rip the song off of that.
That's a good point too. You're right. I didn't even think about that.
But we'll figure it out regardless. So I think this is for me not a first. It would be
It's definitely a follow-up.
A follow-up for a Rapier specific, but as a follow-up, like it's good time length. It's like reasonably well produced and edited.
Good old iMovie.
Are you biased? Are you gonna put yourself in?
I am biased. I mean, I don't think it's. I think it's very specific. Like, but I think it's not horrible. So I don't know.
I vote B.
Somewhere between A to C would be kind of.
I vote B.
B. Yeah, I think it's fine.
And I say B because it's like the kids follow-up, because it's specific. It's new, like very niche.
Yeah.
Relatively. But
it's.
Oh, go ahead.
Like I said, it's either a follow-up one or if someone is specifically asking you about fencing.
Yeah.
To me,
but
like,
at that point, you've broken the ice.
Yes. So.
And you've done the S work.
Yeah.
In some other way.
To me, it's a good one to show to like relatives who want to know what you do on the weekend. Like,
yeah. Agreed.
And maybe you don't want to explain to them like everything that's going on, but you're like, here's a bunch of videos of fencing. Look at this.
30 seconds.
Meet the society of
these people. That's actually a really cool photo.
That is a pretty cool picture. Is there any sound in this video? Like, it's not muted, right?
What has happened? No, it's not muted. I don't think so.
What is that at the... Wait, what?
What?
What happened
their own shit?
What happened halfway through this?
The story.
This is the New York. This is the New York Fed. Is the YouTube channel.
They literally just use this to advertise their app.
Huh.
With no sound.
I'm gonna say F.
F tier, easy. Hot. Bottom of F tier.
I also don't feel bad about making fun of someone's video if it's
a corporate.
Some corporation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get out of here. All right.
They got you with that one. That's funny.
Yeah. I thought it would be good. You know?
It started out with some cool pictures, and then it like got weird.
Sure did.
Also, that's not even a good video promoting their business or whatever it is, because like there's no audio in that.
No, it's not particularly well done. Yeah. Agreed. All right. You got one more?
Hold on. I actually didn't have one loaded up. But let's see.
Here's another TV spot. That's 2 minutes. Brought to you by Cash for Your Collectibles at Smitty's Cards.
I just go for it.
2011, 2016.
Cash for Your Collectibles at Smitty's Cards and Coins.
This is the Baronial anniversary for the local group. The local group consists of Pahrump,
it's a baronial event.
Las Vegas, Boulder City, etc., which is part of a larger group which includes all of Southern California as well as this part of Nevada and Hawaii.
And so tell me about the Society for Creative Anachronism. What do you guys do?
We recreate the Middle Ages, basically. We're not like the Civil War people where we're doing a certain battle or something. We
have events and kind of tournaments, right?
Correct. We have the heavy weapons tournaments, which you're seeing there, which is full armor. It's full contact. It's not scripted, so we don't know who's going to win until we're done. both combatants are on their honor, and it's a situation where if I throw a blow at you and it connects, you tell me whether or not that blow would have been good to wound or kill.
And then what about the throwing of the axes and what's going on over there?
Yeah, that was throwing weapons. We throw axes, daggers, and spears. And you guys can do throwing stars here, which we can't back in California. And it's a marksmanship type art. So you either hit the target or you don't.
Bro.
And it's a lot of fun. Same thing with the archery.
How does a person get involved in this group?
Paganis Grimlock.
You contact a local group, or you get on to SCA.org and then look up your local area. The organization's been around for 50 years. This is our 50th anniversary this year for society.
Oh, 50 years.
Started in Berkeley back in the 1960s, mid-1960s, and we're worldwide.
That's pretty good.
It's not bad, no.
It's I would say pretty good for,
it's
especially for covering like a local small event.
Yeah. A to B, in my opinion.
Yeah. Are you strong on either? I would put it at B. It's not quite the like production
I'd say
quality
B. Yeah.
of some of the others.
I was leaning B.
Not too bad. We have what I would say is a decent list. What I'll do is I'll post this somewhere, maybe on the YouTube channel. I'll make a condensed video and post this out there so that people can take a look at some of these videos and scroll through the way we did. Those are definitely the best ones, the two news ones. It's like the best production value,
I agree.
most descriptive, and it's produced, right? Like they're professionals. That's what they do.
Yeah.
It makes the most
But
sense.
there's some pretty high quality vlogs now of people doing SCA stuff, so.
Maybe we'll do one that's like specifically shorts or one that's specifically vlogs. Something like that. Future us. Hey, chat. Thank you for hanging out.
Yeah.
We will post this when we get a chance. Hopefully, everybody learned something about the SCA if you hadn't seen this before, if you aren't already a Scadian. And if you are, hopefully this gives you an idea of something to send to your non-Scadian friends, the mundanes, as it were. Everybody have a good night.
Yep.
We'll catch you next go.
Yeah, have a good one, guys.